Right guys, welcome back. I've got you down at the back of the barn. Now, I've got two sets of these made up. Well, I've got a small set and a set just over 3 metre. Now these are the jungle knots, right? When you're putting up tarps or bashers, these work off of friction. So instead of running a ridge line, throwing a tarp over it, you can stick up a couple of poles at the end, loop it through. You can put the whole thing through if you need to on an eye from your tarp or your basher, military basher. Now this produces the friction, knot to knot, produces your friction, and that will hold. Jungle knots. If I'm correct, Royal Marines come up with them. Make them out of bank line, which is thinner and stronger. This is just 550 paracord. It's the EU, paracord EU. You've also got it UK, DE itself, Deutschland. It all comes from the same place. So anyway, what I'm going to do is a shout out to El and his son, who wants to be a Royal Marine. And yeah, I need another set knocked up, because these here we're using off of the side of the tarp when I put the tarp up to the camper van. So I'm going to measure these out. So around about 3 metres, just over my arm's length I'll get it out to 6 metres, or 6 lengths of my arm. Then I'll fold it in 2, and then I'll work it. I do the knots in it that way. So first off, I'm going to stand here. Right, there's the spoon. I'm going to measure it out. I'm about 160. So that's what they say, your arm length is the same as your height. So we'll go 160 6 times, and I cut it. I melt the end like this so it don't keep fraying, like this end has already came. I melt it like that, it'll stop all the fray. And then I'll drop it in a bucket. I've got a bucket of water down here. I'll drop the whole lot then in the bucket of water. The reason why you do that is it will pull all the nylon threads nice and tight to each other, right? That's a key. And the thing with these is you can do tarps with these, you can do bashers with these. But I'm telling you, I've been told myself, right? Obviously the nylon, they are going to move at some point. They're going to have plenty of give on them. So you don't use these to attach an hammock. If you want to attach an hammock, guys, get yourself some bank line, and you'll make your whole hammock setup completely lighter if you jungle knots, you know, and use bank line. And obviously you can bank line a tarp, but I'm using 550 paracord because I'm only doing tarps with it. So anyway, I'm going to crack this. I'm going to bring you back in a minute. So I'm back. I've melted my ends. I've measured them out. This is 1, guys. This is 1. Right? So 6 lengths of my arms. So that's over 6 metres. I'm 160 something. In the bucket of water, I've just thrown it. Again, there's number 2. Look, it's where it's been on that spool, that paracord spool in it. So going to split in this. I've got proper cable spools. We'll use the smaller cable at work. I took one of the spools when it was empty, because you've got the slits in the end of them, and I could just hook the paracord through. But It's on a cardboard spool, so you get what you get, don't you? So here's the other end. That's the two ends of this one as well. Just going to grab her up. Drop her in the bucket. I'll get the other one out of the bucket. Get a lot of the water out of it. I don't need all that water. Water's not required. Not as in running riot on it, you know. Don't need to be drenched. So, what you're going to do, I'll show you now. I'm going to turn yours. So yeah, what you're going to do is, now this is wet, you're going to get yourself like a hook. You can use a door handle, you can use a tree when you're out. But what I do is untangle it first. That's what you do. Sorry, I'm out of view and I might be quiet, but I've got to untangle all this now. See, it all comes together in the end, trust me. Anyway, lay out both ends. I wet the cable over, I wet here paracord 550 over here. Now I'm going to stretch it out. I'm going to stretch it right out. Here it is. I'm going to stretch it out. Right back, even up both the toe ends, the ends you cut, the toe ends, right? So yeah. This one's for Daniel and Elliot. Here we go. Get them even. Bring yourself back when you're even. Unhook it. Unhook it. Now, I'll go by the ones I've already got made. Shout out to Daniel and El. I'm going to put a knot. It's not an hard knot, look. Where are you? There. It's not an hard knot. That's all it is. Overhang knot, I'm sure they call it. So I'll use my finger to loop it on. Then round it goes. Through it goes. It's easy, it's all it is. You ain't got to muck around doing yeah, look, got to make it smaller. You ain't got to muck around, guys, running up, pulling a guide line tight on a tent or on a tarp or a basher, right? Just use a set of these. So that's roundabout. See if I got it right. Could go a bit higher. There you go. Right, so now I'm going to rock that back over there. Then basically what you do is every so, say a hand spread, just do a overhand knot and ladder the whole thing. That's all it is. So here we go. I'm going to do one, show you. I ain't got me, unfortunately, I didn't bring out my high tripod, or as I could have stuck his on that and brought you in closer. But it's nothing, you know, I'll go for about here, finger to thumb length. I'm going to flick it over. I'm out here in the dirt as well, so they're going to get filthy because obviously they're wet. I'll bring it over itself like you would. Right, let's start here. Go back that and do me. Now as I come over, pull them that through, making a pickle with this iron. See, I ain't done a set for a while. Now if you pull the right two, right, they come out. That's it. Now move me knot along a bit, about hand's length or so. Span, you know, that do, there's bigger. But that's it, it's all it, here look, it's all it is all the way. Nothing hard, nothing technical. It's wet. The nylon's going to pull tight, helping on your knots. The other one, I can't get your hand to it. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all there is. A set of jungle knots can be made like that. Don't matter which way over you go. Just tie your knots all the way down. Now I'll go that way. I'll flick that over there. It's all in my wood pile in there. Then I'll put it back. Take them up a bit higher. There you go, there's the next one. And that's it, guys. That's how you make the jungle knots. So anybody's never seen them, heard of them before, whatever, you know, if you really want to make up a lightweight setup for camping, you don't use paracord. Get yourself bank line. This was 100 metres of paracord here. Sorry, 30 metres, 100 foot of paracord. That's 550 type 3. Where's she saying it? Don't say on here unless I'll pop my finger through it there. Type 3. I thought it was on the bottom. Type 3 paracord. Easy, nothing to it anyway. Like I say, shout out El, shout out Daniel. No bad language in this one, so Daniel can watch it. And yeah, jungle knots, guys. You know, why muck around in the rain trying to adjust this, that and the other? Just run your pegs out to as far as the knot and bang it in. Easy as that. I'm done. See you in a little while. Bing bong, I'm gone. Mood 73. Like, subscribe, whatever.